Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. So today Gopinath chose the verse 43 from Vilapa Kusumanjalli. I have to read. He is not here. Next time we will catch him. Okay, we will start. Just to suit your proud speech.
It's loud.
Yes, one moment, Gurudev. Just to put mic a little bit closer. Is it okay now?
Now it's good.
Okay. Just to suit your proud peak, the Prince of Vraja places your feet on his head, thus making it even more beautiful with the mark of your footleg.
Yeah.
When will I make your feet most splendid with this nectarian footleg? One more time, I will read the verse. Just to suit your proud peak, the Prince of Vraja places your feet on his head, thus making it even more beautiful with the mark of your footleg. When will I make your feet most splendid with this nectarian footleg? So this is one of the beautiful verses from Vilapa Kusumanjalli. And it's so many nice points are in each word of this verse. And when devotees are together, when they are in the same mood, in same bhava, they are very eager to relish all these expressions of pure emotions which Raghunath is writing, and later on, which Anantadas Babaji is also giving his comments. So Raghunath, obviously, in this verse, is very absorbed in his Swarup wish, and he wants to serve Radhika and to soothe her proud peak, her proud angerness, mana. And we can see here the position of Manjari. She wants to soothe Radhika. She doesn't expect that Radhika soothe her. No, she wants to serve Radhika by soothing her, because she sees how Radhika is so angry, disturbed, and she wants to serve her by making her a little bit cool down. And because of that, Raghunath is speaking Radhika these words, remembering her on the pastime, remembering on the lila with Krishna, how he tried to soothe her, how he tried to remove her anger. So by talking to Radhika like this, Raghunath is trying to soothe Radhika by remembering her on Krishna's attempt to soothe her. So this is the very unique position of Manjaris. And then Raghunath is continuing and saying, the Prince of Vraja places your feet on his head. Mohan is placing your feet on his head. And I want to see this scene, how he puts your feet on his head. This is also soothing my heart, because I always want to see you together, and I'm very proud when I see how your lover is subdued and conquered by your love. This gives me a pleasure. So Prince of Vraja places your feet on his head, and what is happening? Thus making it even more beautiful with the mark of your foot leg. Because Krishna personally with his own hands put Radhika's feet on his head, trying to soothe her peak, suddenly his head becomes more beautiful. He's always nice, he's always beautiful, he's always sweet. But with this specific mark, ornament, he's becoming more sweet. And Manjaris are enjoying, looking how his sweetness is increasing because of Radhika's foot leg. This is the proudness of Manjaris. I want to worship this guy, this Krishna. And I'm proud on my Swamini. Tarunji, you want to say something?
If I can?
Yes, please.
This is also in a broader sense. You can see that we are not interested in any form of Krishna. We are only interested in Krishna when he is with Radhika. And that means when he is with Radhika, he is even more beautiful than he is when he is alone or when he is with someone else. And vice versa, it is the same. So when Krishna is with Radhika, he is the most beautiful, most Mohana Rupa. And when Radhika is with Krishna, she is also the most beautiful. So both are sharing this. One is more beautiful in the other's association. This is very, very beautiful. And the mantra is really love to see how Krishna is so submissive to their Swamini. And here we have this, which we talked last week. This pride is very legitimate. So this pride to see Swamini as the victorious one, this is the pride of the Manjaris. They are pride that they can see that Krishna is putting his head under her feet in a submissive condition. The Manjaris are very happy.
Thank you very much, Arunji. We can see, yes, what is Manjari Bhav and difference between Manjari and Sakhi Bhav. Because Krishna will never do this in the presence of other Sakhis. He will never subdue himself so much in the presence of Radhika and put her lotus feet. So Manjaris are specially fortunate to witness, to observe and witness this situation, this special lila. So it describes also unique, sublime position of Manjari. Thank you, Tarunji.
It will never happen when Lalita and Vishaka is there. This lila will not happen. It will first of all, Krishna will maybe not do it. We don't know, but it will for sure not be the fact that Radhika will never, in the presence of Lalita and Vishaka, she will never touch the head of Krishna with her feet. She will never do this in front of her superiors and also not in front of the Sakhi. So this is very, very. But this is Unnata Jvala Rasa Svabhakti Shriyam. This is what was never, ever there. We can witness this now in Croatia and Germany and Japan. We have now access to this most beautiful pastime, which wasn't even possible for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So how fortunate are we, you know? It's beautiful.
Janandaji, I see you.
Yes. So I feel in front of Manjari, especially Krishna behave Radha Sevika. And Krishna is, generally speaking, Krishna Supreme Lord become Dasi or Dasa of Radhika or, Shisha, Radhika's Shisha. This is also very much amazing, which like Tarun Baba saying, this is very previous age does not revealed because so secret of secret. And also this Manjari's service is very much amazing. I just meditating. Krishna's head decorate the mark of Radhika's footlock. Actually, Radhika's foot is already red. So, generally speaking, should not, don't need to put red color because already so red. But Manjari did put this red colors footlock because Manjari is expecting this pastime. Manjari want to see all these pastime, which Radhika show Radhika's superiority. Radhika subdues Mohan. And this described Prema, or we say Mahabhava, Madanakya Mahabhava, could control even Krishna. This is a very, very, very beautiful scenery.
Jayananda, isn't there in the Chaitanya Charitamrita? I am not so good with learning the verses. Isn't in the Chaitanya Charitamrita the verse where Krishna is saying to Radhika, "You are my guru. When he is openly Mahaprabhu is saying, "You are my guru," and Swamini is actually Krishna. Krishna accepts Swamini as guru. I think it's in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, right?
Yes, Radhika the Prema Guru, Ami Shishya Nath.
Yes.
Always Krishna become Shishya, disciple Radhika, concerning love, because love Krishna could not understand so much. So, yesterday we are describing Prema Vaicicca, also many, many pastime. So Krishna could not understand really Radhika's love. So therefore Krishna want to know more the truth or glorification of Radhika. Also he wants to taste this Madana, Madanaki Mahabhava, or a kind of Radhika's so much deep feeling. So then Mahaprabhu appear. So therefore Mahaprabhu pastime is very important for us, especially someone who want to become Manjari or Radhadasi. Because without understanding Mahaprabhu's pastime, we could not understand Radhika or Mohan fully. So therefore, this also directly, we could understand Mahaprabhu's glory also. Radhika's glory, Mahaprabhu's glory.
Do you want to say something to share about this meaning of red lac on the footsteps, on the feet of Radhika?
Who? Gurudev.
Gurudev.
Yes, please, Gurudev.
I am listening.
No, please, Gurudev, share something.
We are also listening, Gurudev.
Yes, we want to hear Gurudev.
This is the symbol of Saubhagya. Saubhagya, who is Saubhagyavati in Hindi, what you say in English? Good fortune. Good fortune. They put the foot flag. And this foot flag is red. She is always symbol of the passion to serve. His Pritam. That is Saubhagyavati. And today, Pritam, this Saubhagya on his head. Krishna also wants his Saubhagya, fortune, what she has. That she wants to put this on her head, that he also can be very Saubhagyavan to serve her Swamini, who is always giving full love to him. So he wanted to become Saubhagyavan by the serving to Radhika. He feels fortunate himself to do that. And this Manjaris are Radhika. Wow. That is Bhaulas.
this mood of Bhavalas is expressed in this second part of the verse and say, when will I make your feet most splendid with this nectarian footleg? This is my seva. This is Bhavalas, for your happiness and for his happiness also.
And to see the happiness of both of you.
Yes. So this is the mood of Manjari. This is the mood of someone who is completely intoxicated with the love for Radhika. And this intoxication, Raghunath always wants, or Tulsi, wants to express through seva.
Also,
not to take a rest.
Also, the color red on the feet of Swamini may indicate, when we take the lotus dust of the feet of the Vaishnavas, you say that all the power and all the mercy and all the kripa is going through the feet of the Vaishnavas. So here, Radhika's feet are red, and the red color is also a symbol for Anurag, for very, very deep love and Anurag for Krishna. So Krishna also hangers for that one. The feet must be really beautifully red, because it's also a sign of Anurag Swamini has for Krishna. So he is hankering for that also. And it's coming through the feet. We know that when we bow to the feet of someone, the love is going through the feet. So this is also a perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. He is hankering for her love, because she is his teacher, of love. So the commentary of Anantadas Babaji. Sri Raghunatha's Swarup Vesh is very vivid. And in this absorption, he prays to Swamini for her devotional service. How wonderful is his savor of these visions.
Sorry to interrupt, but this is so glorious. Baba is so special. You hear now, we have been educated, Gauranga. We have been educated. Repeat this line when he says, here he hankers for her devotional service. We always have been educated for his devotional service, This is Manjari Bhav. The Vaikunta Lokas and Vaidhi Bhaktis, they want to be servants of Krishna. But Baba very specifically here says her devotional service. So the Raghunath Das Goswami is giving us a perfect example. We should not pray for his devotional service. We want the shelter of the lotus feet of the seva to Swamini. I think every word Baba is using has so much deep insight. It's not his service we want. It's her service we want. Sorry.
No, sorry. That's why the Gurudev is also make this point. Read Vilapa, listen Vilapa, relish Vilapa, and finally realize your Manjari Swarup by relishing Vilapa Kusumanjalli. So Baba is saying, like you said, Tarunji, Sri Raghunatha's Swarup Vesh is very vivid, because he is completely absorbed in his Swarup Vesh like a Manjari, in Stai we say. With full heart, intensively, he prays to Radhika.
And one thing Baba says, that is devotion. This service through Manjari Bhav is a devotional service for your son. Devotion means one place I listened morning, that the feeling of Swamini to fulfill that desire is devotion. To feel that and do that, to fulfill that. That is devotion.
How agitated he is when he loses this consciousness again. Those who have attained perfection have nothing else but experience. And those who are advanced in bhajan also experience some kind of succession of experiences. Otherwise, how could they continue? I will read again. Those who have attained perfection have nothing else but experience.
Realization, experiences. Realization is going there.
Yes. And nothing else.
And the power is the sight in Sarupa.
Yes.
How will deviate? Mind will go different place. Is experience like feeling to the stop. We will come in our sadhana. In my Sarupa way, experience means realizations. For instance.
And another type of devotee now is, and those who are advanced in bhajan also experience some kind of...
In bhajan, bhajan means who is giving maximum time for bhajan.
Those are advanced in bhajan because they are going deep. They also experience some kind of succession of experiences. Otherwise, how could they continue? It's not possible. Yes, Raj.
And also, I felt this succession of experience. This is kind of Durban Smriti. Like Raghunatha's vision is continuously going through. And this experience is in his Swarupa Vesh is very vivid. So it is at the stage of Rati, Baba, we could have this kind of experience. So his Nityasiddha Manjaris. So he is showing how we could experience if we could advance in bhajan. Gurudev mentioned a maximum time, maximum concentration in a Swarupa Vesh. This is also, Baba is very nicely explained. Radhe Radhe.
One thing, I see succession in bhajan is also one deep meaning. That succession means you succeed without no doing. Means effort, you got through the succession of your previous
samskaras.
Previous thing what you don't know, and we succeed from our spiritual master realization also.
Wow.
That is also we succeed.
Wow. Gurudev, we also succeed feeling from our Gurudev, right?
I feel this something when I listen the words of Temple of Love, then I think that it's not my words. It's some divine words, how it can come. So this is taxation I got, the mercy of Gurudev who telling that time. And I am also relishing now this verse. This is taxation, I think.
Gurudev, this is the real meaning of parampara, right?
Yeah. What is deep meaning of every word in this book? I get surprised.
This succession of transcendental experiences,
Wow.
including even their dreams, are the life support of the Premika devotees.
You see, drink from the ears. Drinking now. What is the loud liquor? What is the word? Loud liquor, please.
Life support, I will read again. This succession of transcendental experiences, including even their dreams, are the life support of the Premika devotees.
Life support is life support.
Sri Raghunatha's Svarupavesh is genuine and not at all false.
Life support also means that without bhajan, life is meaningless.
And without kripa,
Yes.
realization not coming good. And without kripa, when we not realize something, then it's no life support.
Yeah.
Then we want to support my material body life. We want
If we are looking for other life support, Gurudev, if we are looking for other life support,
because
then is the problem.
Mercy, I have no much effort and I don't get mercy, then I need support. And there is support, material life is support. I feel and I change that way. I try to take support from that way, outside.
So everyone needs some support, life support.
Yeah.
But where to take this life support? And from where and from whom? From what?
Yeah, through succession.
Yeah.
Because we cannot do so much efforts without succession.
Yeah. Baba is continuing. The sadhakas should first endeavor for these experiences, and afterwards everything becomes natural, as is the case with devotees who have attained rati. Sadhaka should.
This is the sadhaka.
Yeah.
This has to practice.
The sadhakas should first endeavor for these experiences, and afterwards everything becomes natural, as is the case with devotees who have attained rati. So we can see, Gurudev, here that this position of rati is the crucial position for sadhaka, because from that stage of rati, Sthayi Bhav is fixed, Ishtadev is fixed, relationship is fixed, heart is melting, humility is present.
Sarup Avesh there. Sarup Avesh is there. Little understanding of Sarup is there. But not realization is there.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't realize it.
And it's interesting that when this level of rati combined together with strong relationship with Ishtadev, with Radhika in our case.
This paragraph, read again.
Yes. The sadhaka should first endeavor for these experiences.
Oh, what experience? That read.
This succession of transcendental experiences.
No, more from beginning.
More. Those who have attained perfection, have nothing else but experience. And those who are advanced in bhajan also experience some kind of succession of experience. Otherwise, how could they continue? So we have different kinds of devotees, as I can see. Someone who attained perfection, premika bhakta, and someone who is on the path to attain this perfection, but he's very, very serious.
But he has also succeeded something.
Yes.
You see, he also succeeded something. Who is the perfection? His succession is a bigger amount. And who the practice, they also succeed something. He's not empty. When he will leave, also there is succession. That devotee will get some succession. But not like a perfect. Perfection, succession is different. And who is not perfect, they also succeed. But they will leave some little property. Read this.
Yes, Gurudev, I will read again. Those who have attained perfection have nothing else but experience.
Only realize, experience, realize. Second.
They don't need anything else.
Second. After.
And those who are advanced in bhajan also experience some kind of succession of experiences.
Some kind. Very nice.
Yeah. Not so thick, not so condensed, but some kind. Drops.
Yes, some. You will
Also,
from their association. But some.
Also, this is this is also giving great hope, Gurudev. You know that not only the perfected souls have experience, that is a given. They only have experiences. But sadhakas in sadhana, they also have some kind of experience. And this is what we all desire for. And this is what is giving great hope, that even in the stage of sadhana, experiences will be there. So this is what we have to desire. It will be there.
Otherwise, how could they continue? This is the answer. Some hope is present. Otherwise, how could we can continue? We will become dry completely. So this succession of transcendental experiences, including even their dreams.
Yeah?
Dreams.
Yeah.
This succession of transcendental experiences, direct experiences, including even their dreams.
Right.
They are not unconscious in the dreams, or they are dreaming some foolish things, are the life support of the premika devotees.
Yeah.
In the wake stage, in the sleeping stage, in a dreaming stage, these kind of devotees are always relishing the succession of transcendental experiences.
Yeah.
So they are our hope.
Yeah.
They are our light. Sri Raghunatha's Swarupavesh is genuine and not at all false. Sadhakas should first endeavor for these experiences.
Yeah.
And afterwards, everything becomes natural, as is the case with devotees who have attained rati. So Baba is saying here, Gurudev, sadhakas, those who attain rati, and those who attain prema. Three kinds of devotees.
Rati,
Bab.
Rati is the highest. Rati is the wife of Ramadeva. And Rati means then they become blind in the madness that there are many, but they don't see anyone to fulfill their goal. That's the Rati. Sri Guru Charana Rati. Rati means madness. Never mind go different place. My eyes go different place. And anything I cannot think one-pointedness is a madness, pagalpan. If the Rati not there, Kama cannot attack you. So Rati make to attack Kamadev, and Krishna Kamadev attack when Rati is there. Madness.
How sweet it is to be with Swamini in a transcendental absorption. The experienced devotee is always immersed in this rasa.
Yeah. Pagla.
How sweet it is to be with Swamini in a transcendental absorption. The experienced devotee is always immersed in this rasa.
And become natural.
Great agony awakens in Sri Raghunatha's heart when the vision of the previous verse disappears from him, and his heart is floating once again on the waves of anxious prayer that carry him back into the kingdom of Lila. This time, he or she will anoint Sri Radhika's foot soles with the lac dye, saying to her, "Hey Shyamaju, do you know the greatness of the footlac? How sweet are these words, even if they are just uttered within the mind. How sweet are these words, even if they are just pronounced or speaking within the mind. When the smarana becomes very intense, it is as if one speaks them directly to Swamini. When the smarana becomes very intense, it is as if one speaks these words directly to Swamini. Hey Shyamaju, do you know the greatness of the footlac? Meditation on these Raghunath's words or Tulasi's words. Bhajan on his words, on his emotions are so sweet and gives a drop of transcendental experience to sadhaka. When the smarana becomes very intense, it is as if one speaks these words directly to Swamini. One doesn't think anymore, I'm doing smarana. This is Vispurti of Sri Raghunatha Das Goswami. Sri Das Goswami sees that as Tulasi Manjari, she takes a cup of footlac and the brush while sweetly saying, Rajendra Nandana's head will become more beautiful when it's anointed with your footlac as he tries to soothe your peak by placing your feet on his head. But that doesn't make Krishna inferior. It will increase his superiority. The Goswamis say that Sri Krishna's greatest qualities are that his mind melts with love and that he is controlled by love. This attribute gives life to all other attributes. I will repeat again. Sri Krishna's greatest qualities are that his mind melts with love and he is controlled by love. And this attribute gives life to all other attributes.
I was just reading in the Prema Bhakti Chandrika that when the heart of Krishna melts out of compassion for the fallen living entities, for the jivas in this yuga or anywhere. So when the heart of Krishna melts out of compassion, he will send Guru to the jiva. So Guru is a symbol of the heart-melting compassion of Krishna. So we should never disregard, or we should never see Guru as someone ordinary. So when the heart of Krishna melts out of compassion, Guru comes into our life. And this is the best thing in a life of a jiva can happen. So Gurudev is the personification of this mercy. Like we say, Samsara Dava Nanalita Loka, the rain cloud is showering the rain of mercy, and Gurudev is this personification of this compassion. Otherwise, the jivas will never have the opportunity to practice bhakti. Without Guru Bhakti, without Guru Kripa, without Guru Bhakti Lata Beach, without this personification of the melting compassion of Krishna in the form of Sri Gurudev, there is no way we can advance. Yasya prasado bhagavat prasado, yasya prasado nakati kutopi. Without the kripa of Guru as the manifestation of Krishna's karuna, compassion, there is no way we can advance.
Now, this next sentence is, who is giving him this karunya attributes? Why he is so compassionate? Sri Radhika is embodiment of that love, so naturally she controls Krishna the most, and Krishna's quality of prema vashyata, subjection by love, is manifested to the utmost when he is with her. So we can see that this Kripa Shakti, Karunya, Kripa Shakti, is even above him. Kripa Shakti of Radhika's love is embracing him, and he is able to give a Kripa because he is receiver of Kripa out of love. And Radhika's Kripa is the most exalted Kripa. Even Krishna is hankering for that Kripa in the form of her foot leg. She is giving him Kripa, prasad, special for him, this red foot leg on his head. And when his heart melting because of her love and her Kripa, then he can give some drops of that Kripa to others.
Yeah.
When the poet Jayadev was describing in his famous Gita Govinda how Krishna held Radha's feet on his head just to suit her peak, he couldn't find the right words to end the Sanskrit verse. While the poet went for his bath, Krishna himself came and wrote the missing syllables down for him in the book. Dehi pada palavam udaram. Dehi pada palavam udaram. Give me your generous lotus feet. We meditate on Krishna as he submits himself to Sri Radhika. The lac from Radhika's lotus feet sticks on Krishna's head and the marks form its decoration. So this is the best decoration, best ornaments for Krishna. Although he has so many earrings, garlands, necklaces, this kaustuba or whatever he has, peacock feather, but the red lac of Radhika's lotus feet makes him most beautiful. And he's hankering for that. He is saying, give me your generous lotus feet. We meditate on Krishna as he submits himself to Sri Radhika. The lac from Sri Radha's lotus feet sticks on Krishna's head, and the marks form its decoration. The colorful peacock feather crown cannot make his head as beautiful as this red footleg of Sri Radhika. The Kinkaris know the purpose of this very well. Sri Lila Shuka says, you are uniquely known as Shiki Pincha Mauli, he who wears a crown of a peacock feathers. Why does Krishna wear the peacock feather? When he enters Vrindavan forest to tend the cows, the peacocks, seeing his fresh monsoon cloud-like luster, dance in ecstasy. Seeing their dancing, Sri Govinda Nataraj, the king of dancers, dances along with them, imitating them by wiggling around on his knees and lifting his hands. When they see this, the peacocks dance in even greater ecstasy, dropping a feather or two. Krishna thinks that the peacocks are saying to him, O God of love, O God of love, if fate had given us human bodies, we could have served you with the fruits and flowers from the forest. But alas, we are not so fortunate. We are just birds, and everybody loves our feathers. If you would lovingly accept this insignificant offering, then we would be blessed. So Krishna, who gives himself away in exchange for an offering of even a spoon of water and tulasi leaf, accepted this simple gift of love on his head. Sri Radhika makes the best offering by printing her red footleg on his head with great pride. It is the love with which she does it that increases the beauty of his head, not just the color of the footleg. Radhika's proudness is out of love for him. Giving him this footleg is out of love for him. And in touch with her body, this footleg is becoming so delicious for him. Whatever, it's written somewhere, whatever touched the Mahabhava or come in the ocean of Mahabhava becomes automatically Mahabhava.
Yeah.
So these ordinary red leg becomes Mahabhava. And when Krishna puts this kind of reddish Anuraga Mahabhava on his head, then he is completely in ecstasy. And this is the way how Radhika is serving him, giving him a pleasure. So the transcendence becomes decorated with the color of pure love in this way. Transcendence means Krishna. becomes decorated with the color of pure love in this way. Gaura, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is embodiment of that color of pure love. Srila Kavi Karnapura has expertly glorified Radhika's footleg as follows. In his book, or the poem, I don't know, Alankara Kaustuba. One day, when Sri Radhika was in an independent mood, Sri Haris was anointing her lotus feet with a footleg, and he became so attracted to the sweetness of these feet that he held them to his chest. So that leg that was not dry yet got stuck to his chest, made that red leg on Radha's lotus-like feet that sticks on Hari's chest more beautifully than even Srivatsa sign, Kaustuba gem, and the goddess of fortune, that is praised with eloquent verses by the glow of rising morning sun that destroys the nocturnal darkness and that perks like a blooming red lotus flower in the bluish water of Yamuna river. Let this red leg protect you. In the same way, Manini's footleg increases the beauty of Hari's head. One day, Srimati is angry with Krishna. So Krishna falls at her feet and says, if you want, look at me or speak with me even once, then how I can live? Pacifying her proud anger by placing her feet that are moist with perspiration on his head, thus coloring it with her red footleg and making his peacock feather fall off. Krishna is the emperor of the kingdom of Rasa, and by holding these feet on his head, he becomes Rasika Shekhar, the crown jewel of all relishers. Although Krishna is emperor of the kingdom of Rasa, Rasova Isaka, Akila Rasamritamurti, by holding these feet on his head, he becomes Rasika Shekhara, crown jewel of all relishers. By Radhika's love, he is able to relish. And Manjaris are seeing him like Rasika Shekhara, like a crown jewel of relishers. Not ordinary relisher, but crown jewel.
Yeah.
And what makes him crown jewel? Radhika's red leg from her lotus feet.
Oh.
I praise Hari, who is gladdened by wonderful festival of play, who is the very form of intense, enchanting rasa, and whose beautiful peacock feather rolls at Sri Radha's feet. This is the words of Manjari poet. No one who is in another bhav can glorify Krishna like this. But only Manjari poet can glorify him like this. I praise Hari, who is gladdened by wonderful festival of play, who is the very form of intense chanting rasa, and whose beautiful peacock feather rolls at Sri Radha's feet, because he forgets everything and becomes absorbed in Madhurya Rasa. Krishna is called Rasagana Mohana Murti, embodiment of thickly condensed flavors. Such rasa cannot exist if there is still a fiber of awe and reverence for Krishna. as majestic Lord. Tulasi holds Swamini's feet to her chest and paints the red footlag on them while making her relish the rasa of so many lilas. She dries the lac off by blowing on it. Manjari is drying this red lac by blowing on it.
Guranga Sundara, very difficult to hear. Sorry.
You couldn't?
Very difficult.
Okay.
Chachinanda telling
Something is sometimes not very clearly coming. So if it is possible, please louder.
Do you hear?
Here, sound is crystal clear.
Sound is good, but louder. Louder.
Ah.
It is
What can I
possible.
do? I don't have loudspeakers, sorry.
We have the band here, so we have some noise.
Who else but an expert kinkari can render such a service? How beautiful is that red lac? It looks like the king of sunrise taking shelter of her reddish lotus foot soles to serve them. The sun is, after all, the friend of the lotus flowers. Anuragini Tulasi, admiring the beauty and loveliness of these foot soles, tells the red lac. This is very interesting conversation now which is coming. When Tulasi is talking with the red lac, it's not dead matter for her. It's personification of Mahabhava also. And she is completely in Anurag. And Baba is saying Anuragini Tulasi. When someone is in such a passionate, transcendental passionate mood, he talks with the wood, he talks with the stones, he talks with the red lac.
With a bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Yeah. This is the madness. Tulasi is speaking to lac. Oh, red foot lac. Don't be distressed, thinking that you are not qualified to color these coral red foot soles. So we can see here that foot soles are reddish like young corals. And around is this red passionate lac around the feet of her. It's not true. A small amount of good fortune, it's not through a small amount of good fortune that you can attain the shelter of these feet. As a result of taking shelter of these feet, your fortune will simply increase. You will be able even to beautify the curly locks of Mohan. Blessed you are for attaining the shelter of Mahabhava Mai's lotus feet. So this is the sweet words of Tulasi talking to red lac. How many sweet things Tulasi speaks within her mind. Swamini's mind is elsewhere. Her mind is immersed in the rasa that was served to her by Tulasi. Now we have the two kinds of minds. Focus mind. Manjari is focused on Radhika's feet, but Radhika's mind at the same time is focused on her lover. Tulasi attracts Swamini's mind by saying, "Hey Shamaju, we will feel blessed by seeing you beautify Mohana's crest. This red lac will increase the beauty of his deep, blackish, curly locks." And from Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas we can learn the greatness of surrender to Sri Radha's lotus feet. They love Radha more than Krishna. Radha Sneha Adhika. And this is the great gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Jiva Goswami laments for those who don't take shelter of Sri Radhika's feet in the age of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although they may have taken shelter of Sri Krishna's feet. And Jiva Goswami is lamenting like this. A person who may be a king, but who doesn't serve Lord Hari. A person who may be very generous, but who doesn't offer anything to Lord Hari. A poet who doesn't glorify Lord Hari. A person who surrenders to a guru without surrendering to Lord Hari. A person who may be very qualified, but who is not dedicated to Lord Hari. A person who may be very sincere, but who doesn't take shelter of Sri Krishna. And he who doesn't follow the footsteps of Sri Radha, Vraja's goddess of fortune. These 7 persons pierce my heart like I don't know what is written here, javelins, like a spear or something. Yeah. Stop here, there. Or we can continue. I don't know.
I think it's wonderful that there's one sentence, so in one little sentence in this whole purport, which is saying the whole Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. And that was, we shall meditate on Krishna who is submissive to Swamini's lotus feet. That's it. That's it, what it's all about. This is one sentence, and in this one little sentence, everything in Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy is there. This is only possible from a Manjari Bhav point of view. We meditate not on Krishna and Dwarka, we meditate not on Kurukshetra, we meditate not on this and that, we meditate on Krishna, who is submissive to the lotus feet of Swamini. So this is Manjari Bhav. There cannot be said anything more. This is the central point of Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. This is what we are, as Manjaris, are very proud to see. And this is the prayochan of the bhav we should desire for. One little sentence. This is really fantastic.
One thing also I want to say. This mark is where 2 places. One on the head and one in heart. Radhika marked 2 places. And Krishna takes 2 places mark to teach his devotee that if in mind Radhika is not there, many things are there. You are unmarked. And in heart, she is not there, is not marked heart. We need mark made servant. We want to be her marked servant. Krishna is mark taking to teach us. He is in the Mahaprabhu mercy. He wants to relish this Manjari Bhav Nasrati. And this is his teaching that who want to follow this way, they have to keep this mark of Aishwarya, fortunate. And he want to be fortunate, he has to remember this mark. Saubhagyavati. He want to be a Saubhagyavati. What is English word? Saubhagyavati?
Very fortunate.
Very fortunate.
Thank you, Gurudev. This is really beautiful. To be marked on the head and to be marked in the heart. I think that we can conclude here. There's nothing more to say beyond this.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Tarunji, Jayanandaji.
Radhe Radhe Gaur